Okay. We have been doing a bunch of transactions this term to capture what has been happening in the business with Global Bikes International. Now it's time to look at the results of all those transactions. So you need to download or go and add Display Financial Statement app to your group. I recommend to add it to your first group here. And we're going to run the financial statement. So now I'm going to click on it. I'm going to run them for US 00. Okay. The statement version is going to be G and your 3 digits. Okay, your 3 unique digits. And we'll just do normal right now. And we'll do a comparison ending March 2021, comparing to the end of the period of March 2020. Now this should be nothing because we didn't do any transactions dated back then. So once I've got that in, I'm going to hit go. Okay. And it's got all the accounts here. Now it says all accounts, and if you hit balance sheet, the balance sheet isn't configured yet in the system. We've got profit and loss, which is the same. So that's fine. We'll stay with profit and loss. Okay. Now we can now look at all the different groupings under assets, under liabilities, under profit and loss statement. So as you would expect, you've got cash, short-term assets, long-term assets, current liabilities, equity. Profit and loss, we've got revenue, expense, and cost of goods sold. And again, we've got our balances here, okay? And we've got our comparison balance, which is last year's March balance, which is nothing because we don't have any transactions back then. And then we've got the difference in absolute terms, in terms of the dollar value, and then relative difference. Okay, so let's now drill down into cash and cash equivalents. So here now we're getting into the actual accounts. So we've got the bank account, we've got the alternative bank account, alternate bank account, and trade account receivables. Short-term assets. There's a whole bunch of inventory miscellaneous because that was an account that we created in the course. We can look at long-term assets, then current liabilities, equity, revenue. So this is basically our chart of accounts here, okay? And we've got our period balance. So let's go and look at trade receivables, trade account receivables. Okay, so this is what is owing us from our customers. So we've invoiced them, but they haven't paid us. If we click here on the balance number, it gives us 3 options here. It says display GL line item, display GL balances, and display customer line item. So let's look at the GL line item. So I'm going to select that one. It's going to open up a detailed report just on this account. So you'll notice up here, it's defaulted a number of things in, okay? And I can open it up here and I can see all the transactions here. These are all the transactions in March. I can see here, we know that 90, these are invoices, and we can see here, these are payments received. So if I wanted to see this one here, okay, so this one has not been cleared. It was done on March 7th, and it was for $75,000. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go in to the journal entry. So I click on the number here, and then I'm just going to click on the number again. This takes us into Manage Journal Entries app, and we can find out a little bit more. So we can see, oh, this was Philly Bikes, and it was for $75,000. We've sent the invoice. Okay, I'm going to come up here. So this is 1 of 2. To go to 2 of 2, I go over here. I hit this. So it was sales revenue. And then I can come down here and I can go, oh, I can actually find out, oh, it came from our Miami plant and it was DXTR 1412. That was the product that was shipped and that we've invoiced for. I don't get a quantity here, but I do get the actual product, and I do get which one of our plants or warehouses sent it out. Okay, and I'm going to go back. I just hit the back arrow here. It's going to take me right back to the financial statement. So that just shows the power of an integrated system, right? So we can drill right down on each account from the financial statement to find out what is making it up. Okay, one other thing, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go, we could do, so this is normal, actual to actual. If I go opening, okay, this will compare year over year, okay? So let's do it just for fun. So here it didn't give us a period balance, but it does give us a comparison of actual. This is of the total year. So this is as of our balance as of this year, okay? Then I'm going to come down here. I can do movement. So movement, again, is just looking at, this is looking at the beginning of the period. So you can now put in dates to specify what date you want to look at and what date you want to compare. And then there is normal, actual to plan. So you could, and it asks you for a plan category, so we're going to pick, there's only one for our exercise purpose. So you can look in here. This is where your budget would be, so you'd pick your budget that you want to compare to. End of this period, we hit go. And we can see here that there's no assets or liabilities budgeted, but there was expenses were budgeted. Revenue wasn't budgeted, but expenses were budgeted. And then you would compare this period to your budget for this period. And then you've got your relative difference, so you could flag your major ones here, and then you could drill down. Okay, that's it for financial statements. Kind of cool, eh? Okay.